I'm all for making life easier, especially when it comes to gardening. With the yearly ritual of indoor seed starting almost upon us, we're all looking for an edge to work smarter, not necessarily harder. I've already done a video on direct seeding versus starter transplants, right here, but as many of you are well aware, there's a third option to starting your crops. And that's winter seeding. And it makes sense, because it follows the natural life cycle that some seeds experience over the course of winter, but it's not without its drawbacks. Hi, I'm Jeff from the Ripe Tomato Farms. Welcome to another episode of the Garden Quickie, the show where in 2 minutes or less, we investigate all the different ways to garden. And today, we're talking about winter sowing. Actually, we're looking at reasons not to winter sow. There's a few of them, but today I got 3. Time's short as always, so let's get into it. First off, winter sowing has quite a few benefits, and it can actually be effective. Some seeds need the cold stratification to properly germinate, and seeds germinated outdoors can skip that laborsome hardening off process that indoor transplants have to go through. It saves space indoors, and fungal diseases like dampening off are virtually eliminated. On top of all that, using containers like the milk jug method can actually protect shallow sown seeds from birds and other seed stealers. The cold seeding method works well for the plants that need the natural chill of winter, but it's not always rosy in the land of winter sowing. One drawback to this method is unpredictability, especially now with extreme climate events becoming more common than ever. One day it can feel just like spring, and the next, it's a snowstorm and a frigid cold, just to remind you that winter isn't even half over yet. If your seeds have received enough clues to be stratified, and then sprout because of a warm spell, one heavy chill back to normal, and they could be toast. That's fine for natural alpine plants that can totally recover. Not so fine for a fruit crop that you're relying on. Another drawback to winter sowing are difficulties with long growing crops. And not even necessarily your warm crops like tomatoes and peppers. Look at plants like onions and leeks. Those are 2 plants that definitely benefit from a head start indoors. Trying to winter sow those guys, while resulting in hardy, strong plants, could also result in a disappointing crop in terms of actual stem and bulb size. And lastly, even if you do get a successful batch of winter sown seeds, that crop can still be well behind the ones you have growing indoors, and you'll be giving up that valuable head start. Like anything, there's pros and cons, and winter sowing is no different. Direct winter seeding is not some new revelation. Some crops are definitely going to benefit from it, and some won't. One benefit we can all agree on, however, is the next episode of the Garden Quickie. Thanks for watching, guys. And hey, if Garden Quickies are your thing, be sure to click on this playlist here as we explore and solve more growing issues in 2 minutes or less.